Hello friends, we start the chapter oscillation. In previous lecture, you see periodic motion, oscillatory motion, simple harmonic motion, then linear simple harmonic motion, angular simple harmonic motion definitions. Now see, then previous lecture we see the expressions for velocity, acceleration and displacement due to calculus method. Now today's lecture we see the finding the value of displacement, velocity, acceleration by reference circle method. Now consider, see, by calculus method we have to find the values of displacement. The displacement is given by when the particle performs the displacement is given by x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi, where x is displacement, a is amplitude, omega is angular velocity and t is time, phi is initial angle or it is a starting phase, it is initial phase, it is known as phase constant also. Now the expression for velocity is v is equal to plus or minus omega under root a square minus x square. The velocity by calculus method, when the particle perform a simple harmonic motion, the velocity is v is equal to plus or minus omega under root a square minus x square, where v is the velocity of particle, omega is angular velocity, a is the amplitude, x is the displacement here. Now the acceleration is given by acceleration of the particle performing simple harmonic motion is given by acceleration is equal to minus omega square x here, omega square x, where a is acceleration here, omega is angular velocity and x is the displacement. These values are due to calculus method. Now in this case, in today's lecture we find the values of displacement, velocity and acceleration by reference circle method, or we can say here SHM is the projection of UCM. Then what is the SHM? SHM is simple harmonic motion. What is UCM? UCM is the uniform circular motion. Now today's lecture we see how this simple harmonic motion is considered, or it is uniform circular motion. See, consider this picture, consider this figure. Here now we consider particle, or this is the rod, this is the metal rod, this indicates the radius of this circular, or if this rod revolves in a vertical circle, then see, this is the direction of light here, light flows or light incident on this rod, then the shadow of, if we consider the slit, the shadow of this rod is like this. This is the angle theta here. Now suppose this is the projection, this is the projection of this tip of the rod, then there is again the shadow of this, this is the projection. Now suppose this rod is revolves through angle theta, then suppose we consider here, suppose its initial position is here, like, then the projection is like this and you get this is the rod and this is the projection, that is this particle P here revolves along the circumference of circle, and suppose this is the particle M which is moving to and fro on this y-axis about this diameter of the circle. Suppose the initially particle is at point P. Suppose particle is point P, then draw the perpendicular. It is called as projection. PM shows the projection or perpendicular which gives the shadow here, and this is the particle, or this is the shadow of this tip. Now suppose the particle moves through, or in time t it revolves, or it is reaches at point P. Then again this projection, this is the projection, this is the first position, this is the second position of this particle. That is, we can say this is the when this particle P revolves around this with uniform circular motion, and the projection gives the motion of the particle M2 on the diameter. Suppose again the particle is here, the projection is on the diameter. Suppose the particle is at here, then again projection of the particle is on this diameter. The light is used for the shadowing. This shows that there is a projection when this particle revolves around the circle, its projection, the projection is on the diameter. Then again we consider here, suppose this is particle P, its projection is on the diameter. Now suppose this is the position of P, diameter, or the projection is on the diameter. Again this is the particle, then projection is on the diameter. Again this is the position of particle P, and this is the projection of the particle or the tip of the rod, and which is on the diameter. From this figure we can say that is when particle revolves around the circumference of circle, its velocity is constant. The motion is known as, or the motion is uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion. Then you know what is the uniform circular motion? Particle revolves along the circumference of circle with constant speed, with constant velocity. It is called as uniform circular motion. Particle P revolves with uniform circular motion. At the same time, if we consider the projection of the particle, that is perpendicular drawn on the diameter, we show the projection, and if the particle revolves along the circumference of circle, the particle B perform motion along this diameter to and fro. Suppose the particle M is initially here, then here, then here, then here. Then if it revolves, then again it is on this diameter. Thus we can say that the particle P revolves along the circumference of circle. Particle M perform simple harmonic motion about the diameter. The motion of particle is oscillatory. Suppose this is the mean position, this is the one position, this is the one position, that is to and fro motion of the particle M. Thus in this case we can say that the motion of particle P, it is UCM, and particle M performs simple harmonic motion. Thus we can say that simple harmonic motion is a projection of UCM. See again, particle P perform uniform circular motion. Then the perpendicular is called as projection. The perpendicular it is on the diameter, and the motion of the particle M, it is along the diameter, that is from origin to extreme position, again origin, again the extreme position. This type of motion, it is called as simple harmonic motion. Thus we can say that SHM is projection of UCM. Now see the next, we find the expression for displacement here. Expression for displacement. Now find the value of displacement x. Due to this, or considering this reference circle method. See, consider the particle P moves along the circumference of circle with constant speed or it is uniform circular motion again. Now this particle having the constant speed, initially suppose particle is at point, it is at point E, that is when time t is equal to 0, particle is at point E, that is it is called as mean position, it is at mean position. Then the phi angle is 0, theta is also 0, therefore we can say this is the mean position. Initially suppose we consider particle is at point E, that is at mean position, its angle, the initial phase is 0, theta is also 0. Now consider the particle, it is at point P0 at a distance r0, at a distance r0. r0 is called as radius vector, r0 is called as radius vector, and at time t0 the particle is at P0, the particle is at P0 and r0 is the radius vector. The angle is phi. Phi is called as initial angle or starting phase. It is called as initial angle or starting phase. Now after time t, it reaches to point P. After time t, it reaches to point P and its OP is equal to r here. R is the radius vector here. Now the distance from center of circle to the position of point P, it is called as radius vector. It is represented by r here. Now from this to this, the angle is theta here, or we can say this is theta is equal to omega t. We know angular displacement is equal to arc divided by radius. Arc divided by radius, that is omega is equal to, suppose theta is equal to arc, that is this arc divided by radius, and the theta is equal to omega is equal to, we can say here omega is angular velocity omega. It is rate of change of displacement, angular displacement divided by time. Omega is equal to theta divided by t. Therefore theta is equal to, we can take here theta is equal to omega t. Now this angle is omega t. See, let we consider at t is equal to 0, the position of particle is at P0 and R0 be the distance here, radius vector. Now when particle after time t, it reaches to point P, R represents the distance, it is position vector, it is radius vector. Now in this case, the total angle is theta here. Total angle is theta here, that is theta is equal to this omega t plus phi. This omega t plus phi, therefore we can say that theta is equal to omega t plus phi. The total angle, that is from mean position to the at the point P, the angle is theta is equal to omega t plus phi. Now we find from figure we consider the triangle. From figure we consider the triangle OPM. This angle is theta again. This angle is also equal to theta by geometry. This angle is theta and by geometry this angle is also theta. Therefore we consider here from, and this is the displacement. This is the displacement y. This is the displacement y. Now this angle theta from the angle OPM, from the triangle OPM, from triangle OPM we can say that this is the one side is right angle, this is the hypothesis, this is the another side. Then from this we use the sine cos theta. Therefore from sine theta is equal to, we can say the trigonometric function sine theta is equal to opposite side divided by hypothesis. The front side is here OM divided by OP sin theta is equal to OM divided by OP. Then theta is substitute the value. Sin theta is equal to omega t plus phi. OM is it is the displacement along y-axis, it is y, and r is the radius here. R is the radius here. Therefore, we can write here y is equal to r sin omega t plus phi. This is the expression for displacement. Expression for displacement by this reference circle method. See, from this triangle OPM sin theta, we can write sin theta is equal to OM front side divided by hypothesis, that is opposite side divided by hypothesis, that is OM divided by OP. OM divided by OP. Sin theta is nothing but omega t plus phi. Sin theta is nothing but omega t plus phi. Sin theta is equal to OM is equal to pi y, and this OP is equal to r. Therefore, rearranging the equation, we get y is equal to r sin omega t plus phi. Now we consider, we have the equation, that is x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. We have the equation of displacement, that is x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. Here we consider this equation, x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. In this case, this is the displacement along x-axis. Now here, this is the displacement along y-axis. This is the displacement along y-axis. R is amplitude here. R is amplitude here. Then sin omega t and phi is theta. Omega t and plus phi is again theta. Now in this case, R represents amplitude. R represents amplitude. Therefore, we can say that the expression for displacement is y is equal to r sin omega t plus phi, where r represents the amplitude. R represents the amplitude. This equation represents the expression for displacement. Expression for displacement. Now we find the expression for velocity. Expression for velocity. See, here again we consider the particle P moves along, revolves along the circumference of circle which present or which performs the UCM, uniform circular motion. Now suppose here the angle is theta. Angle is theta is equal to omega t plus phi. And this is the radius vector, that is point P. It is at a distance r. R is called as position vector also. Now this angle is also theta here. This angle is also theta, and theta having value omega t plus phi. Now in this case, consider the projection of PM is the projection of this point P. This is the one particle which performs the uniform circular motion. This is the another particle. M performs the simple harmonic motion here. Now consider this figure. This is the projection of PM is the projection of this point on y-axis. Now see, suppose here we draw the tangent. Tangent at any circle, at any point represents the velocity. The tangent to the circle at any point represents the velocity, and the velocity, maximum velocity, it can be given by r omega. The maximum velocity is given by r omega, where v is velocity, r is radius, Omega is angular velocity. If we draw the tangent to the circle, it represents the velocity. It represents the velocity. Velocity is equal to r omega. Now draw the projection here. Draw the projection here. That is PM is the projection on this y-axis. Projection on y-axis. Now see here, this is the projection. Draw the angle theta and draw this line also. Then this is represent. This line is parallel to this line, therefore this line is also represents V. This line also represents V, and the angle by geometry, the angle is theta here. Angle is theta here. Now this is called as this value, it is called as Vy. That is Vy is equal to that is velocity at point at this section, at this is velocity at y is r omega cos omega t. Now consider here the triangle again, this triangle. Consider this triangle, that is, suppose it is MNO. Consider this triangle. Then see, this is the front side. This is the front side. Now this side is, suppose it is V, that is it is radius here, and this AY it is called Vy, it is a coincide side. Therefore coincide side is equal to, now see here we consider the angle cos theta. Consider this triangle. In this triangle we consider this is front side, this is hypothesis, and this is the coincide side. We find the value, that is Vy here. We find the value Vy here. Therefore cos theta is equal to, in this case cos theta is equal to, coincide side is, it is suppose Vy, and the radius is V. The radius or this side is hypothesis is V. V having value cos theta is equal to V having value Vy divided by V having the constant value, that is r omega. Substitute the value of cos theta here, that is omega t plus phi, which is equal to Vy divided by r omega. See, consider this triangle again. This is the theta angle, this is the coincide side, this is the front side. Here we find the Vy, that is along coincide side. Therefore we can say cos theta is equal to this Vy divided by V. Then theta having value cos of omega t plus phi Vy, and this V having value r omega, that is this is parallel to this having same value, these two line having same value. Therefore cos omega t plus phi is equal to Vy divided by r omega. Then Vy is equal to, we can write here r omega cos of omega t plus phi, which is the expression for velocity, along y-axis. Vy is equal to r omega cos omega t plus phi, which represents the velocity along y-axis. Now the third expression, that is expression for acceleration. Again here consider the particle revolves along the circumference of circle in anti-clockwise sense. Now the particle is at point P at a distance r omega, consider r omega square here. Now it is the projection on this diameter. Now see, this is the center of circle, this angle is theta, and theta is equal to omega t plus phi. Omega t plus phi. Now in this case we consider, see, this is the radius vector in the outward direction. Now at point P we consider there is a centripetal acceleration. See, when the particle revolves along the circumference of circle, there is centripetal force acting that point to, it is towards the center along the radius, Therefore, acceleration having value r omega square, and this acceleration, centripetal acceleration and radius, it is in the opposite direction. Therefore we can write here, see, we can take the triangle that is OPM. In this case again angle theta, sin theta is equal to, this is the front side, that is AY, divided by this hypothesis, that is OP. Then sin theta having value omega t plus phi is equal to AY divided by OP having value r omega square. Now in this case the acceleration, the centripetal acceleration, it is opposite to radius vector and it having value minus. Now AY is equal to r minus r omega square sine of omega t plus phi, which is the expression for acceleration here. See, AY is equal to minus r omega square sine omega t plus phi, which is expression for acceleration. These are the values from the reference circle method. The displacement is given by here y is equal to r sine omega t plus phi, velocity is equal to vy r omega cos omega t plus phi, and acceleration, it is minus r omega square sine omega t plus phi. That is, we can say that these values are due to calculus method and these values are due to reference circle method. Thank you.